Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Good evening. Welcome. Okay, people, as you see, hello, Yoakum. People, you saw the video where I got the new rotary tiller. I get to that in a little bit. I know your birthday tomorrow. People, don't forget that Yoakum's birthday's tomorrow. So I know he's going to be on here. But I'm asking you all for some help. I know you helped me before. This is about LG THINQ electric stove. I need your help again. They called or texted, I think last week or whenever the heck it was. I done lost count. My son, since everything, everything, the ice box, everything's in his name in case something happens to me. Okay, they want to give us the third stove, and my son flat told them no. I want all of my money plus the taxes that we paid on it. They never got back with him. This is LG THINQ electric stove, and you see everything. I got the reference number and all this, in there. As you see, LG THINQ model LREL 6323 reference number. That's how they know it's me. LG is a piece of junk. And do I blame Home Depot? Well, I'm going to have to put some blame on them. I don't know how much blame. They know that the LG THINQ electric stove got problems. They sell it knowing it has problems. And I want to thank you all that has called, but we got to keep getting on LG people. That's what we got to do. I'm asking you for the help, attorneys out there, people who's smarter than me. They done been turned into the Federal Trade Commission, the BBB, and the local TV troubleshooter. And I forget what part of LG it was that text my son. He don't get out of bed until about 12 o'clock because he's worse than I am, people. He got arthritis so bad, he's 100% disabled. He can't ride 50 miles with, he be in so much pain. And I'm asking you for your help. It's LG THINQ, and you see there, LG THINQ electric stove model LREL 6323 reference number, and that's how they know it's me. They got the phone number, which is my son, since it's in his name. They have the address where I live. And all we want is our blankety blank money back, plus the taxes that we paid on it. Indiana is 7% on $1. So people, I know LG makes some good stuff, but this stove is crap. So don't buy you this LG THINQ smart stove. We just want the money back with Indiana sales tax on it. And I want to thank you people who has called. I'm not going to mention any names because you got my email. You let me know that way. And I told you I keep it a secret. And I have. Just like the people who donate through PayPal, Cash App, or the post office box. I told you I keep it secret. Like you send anything in the post office box, make sure you put a note not saying who it's from or whatever. So I'm just letting you know on that. I'll get back to it later. You saw the video I uploaded today, and you saw the new rotary tiller that it was shipped by R&L carriers. And the guy was real nice. He had a dolly. It was on the wood part. I forget what you call it, the frame of it or whatever. And it was all taped up, like zip ties and all this. And I had to get my dolly out because he wouldn't do it, put it over where I wanted it. So I had to get my dolly out and the strap, wrap it around it. I didn't want to do a video of it because you wouldn't like half of the things that I said in it. That's not me. Not on camera, that is. I might say a few dirty words. I got to be careful when I'm in the mobile and live stream in case some idiot decides to pull out. But sometimes that can't be helped. And it's the same model, except it's tubeless tires. It came from PULSAR. And I guess they're in California on Rochester Avenue, Rancho Cucamonga, something, California. Shipped to me. It was ordered on the 7th of this, and when I was told by Postal, it'd be 1 to 3 business days. And I got either a text or an email saying it was out for delivery. And that's just let you know about that. I got to put together, I'm still hurting on my back. My shoulder's hurting. And I had to go buy me 2 quarts. I'm going to call it rear end grease or transmission grease, which is the same thing as rear end grease. That was about 20 some odd dollars because when I got the other one, they had 4 quarts of rear end grease and 1 quart of engine oil. I had to put a little engine oil in it because by the dipstick, it was low. I'd got my 2 air gauges and both of them said 5 pounds in the tars. So I put 30 pounds. It said 20 to 30 pounds. So I put 30 pounds in each one of them. And, you keep forgetting. I was cranking it, and it wouldn't start the first time. It dawned on me like an idiot that I forgot to turn the switch on. Like an idiot, just like I did the last time. So I choked it, then crank it one time. It started right up, set the choke back where it's supposed to go after I turned the fuel on. Let everything warm up, the transmission, the engine oil, and all this. Then it starts to sprinkle rain. I got a little close to my driveway, and I can't get in the garden because it's too wet. It threw mud everywhere. Then I tried reverse. It works. And I don't know how come, like the first one, how come it didn't have the 4 quarts of transmission fluid? It holds so much, I'm going to call it rear end oil. That's what it is, rear end. It stinks. So I had to go buy 2 quarts. And I put it in. It put it up there in the safety range. They must just put 2 quarts in it. And it worked pretty good. But it was wet where I was trying it out. So I can't do anything in the garden until it dries out. And a couple other things I'm going to do. You all, hello, Justin. I see you. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. Don't ask me to bring you up on the channel because, if that wasn't for who it was the other night to help me do that, I still kept screwing that up. And by the time I got it going, you was gone. And I kept it up on the screen until I got off of the air. I want all you people out there, I need to get my watch hours up. 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 watch hours. Then they knocked it down to 500 subscribers, but 2,000 watch hours. That's how come I try to keep my videos at an hour unless I upload something. Like the flood or that new lawnmower where I got, I think, 300 views. I want to thank those people. I need to get my views up. But people, I'm 70 plus years old. 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, back problems. My back is going to be hurting since I put it together. But I learned from the first one when I took it apart. And it helped a little bit on this, taking it apart, getting it out of the metal frame, cutting the zip ties. I still got to put the front bracket on it. I guess your guard frame or whatever you call it. I got to put that on. But I'm in no hurry for that because the ground is too wet. And hey, people, I'm going to put this up here. I hope Justin don't mind. See, Justin, Retro TV Show Channel. Go to his YouTube channel, subscribe. He does things about certain TV shows, movies, and other stuff. He give you his opinion about the show. And some YouTubers won't let you advertise your YouTube channel or anybody else's. I'm not that way. As long as you're an honest person, I will help you out. That's what I'm about. Honesty. Like Superman. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Superman. I wish I was smart enough, people. I know with AI and other things, I like to see them do a picture or an introduction like Superman, but with my face on it. And people, I'm not that smart. I'm not computer smart. And also, I forgot at the start of the video, happy birthday if you're born on the 8th of May. Happy birthday to everybody. And happy anniversary to you people that got married on May the 8th. And your kids and other people, don't forget about Sunday, May the 11th, Mother's Day. If it wasn't for mothers, we wouldn't be here, people, boys and girls. So don't forget your mother, even if your mother has passed away. You can always go up and put flowers on her grave. Well, since it's getting summertime, unless you keep them off the ground, don't forget about Mother's Day. Because that's the only mother you got. No matter if your dad got married again and you got a stepmother, it's not your fault that your mother and dad got a divorce. I also want to point out that men, I know men that disagree with me and the women would love me, but men, to keep peace when you're dating or marriage, women's always right. That's how you make it 60, 70 years. That's, you don't want to sleep in a doghouse. You don't want to take cold showers. You can take that however you want. And I might try to find some music. I might have to do it on my cell phone of a happy birthday song. Since tomorrow is Yoakum's birthday. I don't know how old he'll be, but tomorrow's his birthday. I'm going to say maybe 25, 26. I don't know. He could be older than that. And tomorrow, I want a whole lot of people on here to wish Yoakum a happy birthday tomorrow. I usually don't get on here Friday. I usually take a day off. I didn't know if I was going to make it on here tonight because of my back. It's hurting a little bit, but I took a good hot bath tonight. But the rotary tiller, that PULSAR, seemed to be okay right now. I won't know until the ground dries up where I can get out there without getting in mud dirt. So we have to wait for that to dry. When it dries up, people, you will see me do a video on my garden. And another thing I think of, since I don't have a backhoe, put a little ditch line in, I'm going to use my rotary tiller where it's flooding back there and cut me a couple of inches and take my either wheelbarrow or my troy built with the trailer on it and put the dirt in it where I can dump it over where I could use some more dirt. And but you see Justin's up there on the screen, people. Go to his YouTube channel. Just watch it. Give him a thumbs up. Subscribe to his channel. Let's get his subscribers up. That's what we are. We are YouTube family. Not blood family, but we are YouTube family. We help each other out. And even if you don't like their videos, by helping them get their subscribers up, you don't have to give them the thumbs up, but it helps. Tell the people what you like or you like for them to do. You know, like I say, I watch a whole lot of videos. And hold on, I gotta go over the ice box and get me a Pepsi Zero. Can you hold on for about a minute? Oh. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh. I'm going to turn my camera on for a minute to show you that I went and got me a Pepsi because I don't want to think I'm lying to you. Oh, man, here comes that McPhee piece of crap. I don't know why. I was told to go in my task and I couldn't find out. I don't even have McPhee on my computer. I don't like them SOBs. See, here's a Pepsi Zero. It's not open. So that shows you I'm being truthful. There ain't too many people who's truthful, not even on YouTube. Oops, you heard me pop it. There's been on YouTube and TikTok this drug addict. Her name is Lisa. I forget what her last name is. Maybe Richards, or a drug addict that has her kids taken away from her. She's always begging for money. You know, I think she only spent one day in rehab. You know, she won't quit her drugs. You could tell if you know who I'm talking about. Lisa, they call her. She looks bad. She must be on crack or whatever she's on because she looks bad. I remember when I first started watching her, she's a pretty good looking young woman. And drugs will hurt you, people. When you got kids and all you worrying about is buying drugs and not taking care of your kids, you know, it's not up for me to judge you. God would judge you. And if she keeps it up, people, I hate to say it, you've seen it where you live in the country, on the planet, you die from drugs. You die of a drug overdose, or you get murdered or raped or something like that. And I know some of you people out there try to help people out. They're not going to get help, not until they get to the point they hit rock bottom. She's done there on rock bottom. People used to donate to her. But I don't know how the law works in your state. She said, I need cigarettes, I need this and that. And they give her money. And she used that money to buy drugs. Would that make you accessory after the fact as a drug dealer since you gave her the money to buy drugs? Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, a 5 or anything like that. I'm just asking you all. Hello, RM. And people, since today's Thursday, I said it because every time RM gets in here, I got to do that. If you all ever at a hospital, doctor's office, wherever you're at, and you know a nurse, thank your nurses, she or he, thank him for their service. Thank the nurses for the good service they do. It takes special people in the hospital, in the ER, in urgent care, or babies that's real bad shape, people with heart attacks. That's a lot for them to go through. You hear soldiers getting PTSD. I think nurses gets it too, because they put up with a lot. You know, I've seen bloody things that make you throw up. I've seen dead bodies that was burned up, but you couldn't tell if it was a human or a dog. I know what nurses go through. Well, most of them. But I've never been there when a child has been killed in a car wreck or been shot or in the hospital of a kid getting killed. That even makes the doctors and the nurses real upset. They go through a lot. I want you all to say thank you, them nurses, for their service, because they do put up a lot what they do, especially the field that RM does. It takes a very very special person to do what nurses does in the ER, premature baby, heart attack patients, and all. It takes a very special nurse to take care of people. And I know you people go to the doctor's office and you see nurses in there when you go in there. I want you to thank them. Or if you happen to go to the hospital to visit somebody, thank the nurses for their service. They will appreciate it. I wish they make more money, you know. I don't think they make enough money compared to a doctor. Doctor makes probably 10 times what the nurse makes. So I want you all thinking, thank a nurse. Every time RM gets in here, I'm going to say it. If it wasn't for all the nurses that took care of me when I had my heart attack, I was at the KMC hospital in Clarksville, Indiana, which is shut down because those doctors, they got caught somewhere in Kentucky putting pacemakers in that people who didn't need it. And they got federal time. The doctor that done his thing on me, which, knock on wood, I didn't get a stent. I had 40% blockage. They caught him before he got to me. God bless, that. God for me not having a pacemaker in. And but when my yard gets dry, because they still talking about rain, I'm sick and tired of rain, people. I got to get in my garden. I got to get it tilled. And I got some white radishes I got to plant. I usually do tomatoes and peppers, banana peppers, jalapenos, but I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to plant some radishes. I might plant some corn. Maybe. I don't know. But like I said, I think the garden is maybe 6x6 or 10x10, something like that. But I want to make it a little bit longer because I want more rows of those white radishes. I love them, but you can't find them in grocery stores. But people, I'm asking for your help out there. You see in the line LG THINQ electric stove model LREL 6323 reference number. And if you call them, be real nice with them because that reference number tells who I am, my son's phone number, the address. And they wanted to bring a third one. I and my son says, no, we want a refund with the sales tax included. Give them a piece of your mind. Tell them you saw it on YouTube. You can tell them where to go. And I don't want you all to get taken advantage of. I know you all got money to buy. Do your homework. Look up for recalls and see what people have given their reviews. I didn't blame Home Depot because they didn't make it. But they know the problem with this model. Why do they sell you a piece of junk? I've hold them 50% responsible and 50% LG. Okay, we get to the Legion Force rotary tiller, the first one. And I want to explain it to you. I got that through Home Depot. And I've seen a few videos I should have watched before I order it. I would never order it. And it had transmission problems. It make a noise. It must be, hey people, I don't know how you can find out. Don't buy anything that's made on a Monday or a Friday. You said, why? I said, Friday, they're in a hurry to go home. And on Mondays, they hung over, either from alcohol or drugs or not enough sleep. I don't know how you can find out when it's made, but I'm trying to give you some education for my 70 plus years. And just be wary. And I'm asking you all to help me out with LG THINQ electric stove model Lincoln Robert Edward Lincoln 6323, the reference number. And you can tell him, so why won't you give him his money back with the sales tax? You know, why can't you do it? I want you all to show them, but you watch my YouTube channel. Be real nice. Don't threaten them. You know, somebody on here bound to work for LG. You know, my son haven't heard from LG in a week. When he asked for his money back in full with the sales tax, which is Indiana is 7% sales tax, but I think we should get more because people, I had 4 heart attacks. There's things I like to cook in the oven. I can't do it. You know, you can go to the store. My dad always used to fix Sunday cinnamon rolls. You know, it comes in a can, you bust it open, you put it on a cookie pan, you put it in the oven for so long, then you put your icing on top of it. I miss it because I can't do it in my oven. And you can't do it in the microwave, but most of the food that I get, people, right now, we cook in the microwave. And I want to give a shout out. They're not my carrier. Verizon Wireless in Scottsburg, Indiana. Lake Road and 56 in Scottsburg, Indiana. They don't have to help me out. I used to have Verizon phone. Sometimes if I need something, I go to Verizon and get it because it's closer than driving all the way to Clarksville. And so Yoakum up there, like I said, tomorrow's his birthday. We can't forget Yoakum. He been with me a year. He always asks me, you got your socks on? People, if you don't know about diabetics, you got to have your socks on. If you don't, your feet will get cold. And that's how come he asks. So I want to thank you for it. You know, he cares. And, you know, I'm sorry a whole lot of people ain't on here tonight because I'm not important. You got Joanne who takes care of a sick family member. That's more important than getting on YouTube. Then you got Sherry, the sweet young lady she is, that that she's doing a whole lot of housework. Had new windows put in, a door, and new cabinets, new linoleum and carpet. I like to have carpet in the bedroom and out there in the hallway because when you step out of that bed, you don't want a cold floor. You want a pretty nice warm floor, especially when you get my age. And that's how my day went. I know more tomorrow when I get out of bed. I got to take my medicine. I skipped it yesterday. I can tell when I skip it. And I just want to thank you all that has helped me. And I want to help Justin out. See there, Justin, Retro TV Show channel. Subscribe to his channel. Help him out. He's a young person. I watch his videos, you know, when I get a notification. Not everybody get notifications all the time. Or I'm sleeping when I get it. Because people, I'm like a kitty cat. I take cat naps. And that's what I do. I guarantee you, I wish I was smart, could write stories. Like those YouTube people that does HOA stories. I wish I was smart like that, people. Something like that, would help me grow. You'd be surprised how many people watch them HOA stories. I get a kick out of them. But half of the crap they do, I wouldn't put up with it. I wouldn't put up with HOAs. I'd be in jail. What I would do. Oh, this Pepsi Zero tastes good. And, people like certain things. I've been watching Karen Reed, but I was busy putting that rotary tiller together. Oh, that piece of wood I was talking about, it was on a pallet. It was kind of strapped down with, I guess you call zip ties. I took a picture of it or done a video. It wasn't damaged like the one I got from Home Depot. I think this came, I don't know, maybe from Walmart because the link I had, it went to Walmart. And that's how it's supposed to be on a pallet and take down and not damage like the first one. Can they go after the carrier who delivered the first one? I don't know. You know, But some people does a video on putting it together. You don't want me to do a video putting it together because you wouldn't like what I was saying. But I did get it put together, put 30 pounds of air in the tars like it said. I had to buy 2 quarts, I call it rear end grease, that 85, 90 weight oil. It stinks. If you all used to work on the old cars of the 50s and 60s and 70s, or you got a 4-wheel drive vehicle, you know what that 90 weight oil that goes in your rear end, you know what it stinks. But I will do a video, but it has to be dry. It has to be dry because right now, if I get my rotary tiller out there in the garden, it's going to be mud. That's a no-no. So we can't do that right now. And it's, the sun's not out, anything like that. So I'm letting you know that I will do a video. Some of you like it. But I'm going to be down on my back when I do it. And I got it, like potato peels, eggshells, all this in it, manure, potting soil, whatever you want to call it. So to let you know. We'll be taking a road trip sometime tomorrow. Got to go to the post office, pick the mail up, then got to go to JC store. Got to pick up some medicine for my son. I'll probably buy me some bananas. My son calls it rabbit food salad. I might have to get me some salad and do that. And you all can do what you want on LG THINQ. You can look it up on the internet. You can send them an email. You can call them. So why can't you help Mr. Cartwright get his money back with the sales tax in it? Since everybody's sharing this YouTube channel, I want, I want you to share this one especially because I'm talking about LG THINQ electric stove. I want you to share it. You can comment, or how you run your YouTube channel. So look what LG is doing to an old man of 70 plus years old with 4 heart attacks, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, taking advantage of them. No matter if it's in my son's name, there's a reason for it. I know how family does when somebody dies. You get the shaft instead of the gold mine. And that's okay. But that's what you can do, whatever you want, people of LG. They got a website, the LG THINQ electric stove, and you see it there. All we want is our money back with the 7% sales tax that we paid when we bought it. Maybe to get a lawyer for the pain that I'm going through and the mental stress it's putting me through. I had to take some nitro a few times because of that. And, I thank you all for helping me. But this is where we at right now with that LG THINQ. When my son asked for the money back with the sales tax, they haven't texted or called him anymore. And I just want to make this a point. I don't want you people here on the planet get taken advantage of. Record everything. Record it. That's what I want you to do. Protect yourself. Protect your family. I don't care if you go out and eat at a fast food restaurant. They might get mad if you bring your cell phone out or if you got a GoPro on your chest. But they got body cameras that you can get that pops up in commercials on TikTok, YouTube. You could do that. Then also, if you research it, they got glasses, camera glasses that got video and audio. You can go that route. But remember to edit out kids under 18 out of it. No kids on here. Protect the kids. I saw it was on the news here local. WLKY, WDRB, you can go there and look. The FBI got involved. It involves people from Kentucky and Indiana. They go to websites and download pictures of a 15-year-old girl and kids. Then they upload it to an X-rated sexual site. FBI got them. It covers Kentucky and Indiana. It was on the news today. So, just be safe out there. Protect yourself. If you can afford it, get your dash cam. It covers front, back, and your sides. It protects you and your family. You get great videos. You got to read it. Do you want it recorded for 2 minutes, 3 minutes? But when you set it up like that, say you set it up for 3 minutes to record. It stops, then it starts another file, every 3 minutes. And you got to make sure you got a good card in it, the highest you can get that it would take. Then you could download it on your computer. You'd be surprised when you get on the dash cam, people. I've seen some, but man, people's crazy. But remember, you people's out there driving, especially on interstates or state highway, truck drivers has dash cams in it. Remember that. They have dash cams. I've seen idiots that brake check at 18-wheeler. They be in one lane, then get over in front of them and then hit the brakes and bam. But thanks to the dash cam, it protects the truck driver. It'll protect you. So get you a dash cam. You know, I've seen some that record just the front, but I've seen the one on TV or somewhere. It does the front, the rear, and both left and right side with audio and GPS in it, timestamp. It protects you. Since I record when I'm driving, I might not upload it unless there's something important, but it protects me. It's your right to record when you're out there driving your vehicle. Protects you. People, you might not think this will happen to you. Say you're sitting at a stoplight, then it turns green and it's red in the other direction. You proceed, and the next thing you know, bam, you get T-boned. And you know what the other driver's going to say. He or she going to say they had the green light. You say you have the green light. The cop will leave it up to the insurance company. By having the dash cam, people, it'll show who's telling the truth. So protect yourself. People does run stoplights. They do get T-boned. I tell you something else, people. When you're in a car wreck, I've seen it last year up by me. You saw the video of a wreck on I-65 about the 23.5 southbound side. An old couple got hit in the rear end. Both of them was SUVs. I don't know what video it is, but it was done last year. The old man, the old lady is up walking around. But the young lady that hit them, she couldn't get out of the car. I had my phone overlooking that, and I turned back. Bam, the old man was done on the ground. He had a heart attack and died. So, people, when you get hit in the rear end or in a car wreck, just jump out. Wait for the EMTs to get there to assess you. If your car's on fire, then you can get out. But if it's not on fire, stay in it until the EMT gets to you, because you could die or have some medical problems by you moving like that. Because you get hit in the rear end, you're going to have some neck injuries. It might not hit you right there and then, but I want you to be safe. But if that old man would have stayed in his SUV and wait until the EMT got to him, he might be alive. But I'm not in that field. But he seemed to be okay. And all once he hit the ground, I knew what happened. Being 70 plus years, I've seen people who have heart attacks like that in a car wreck. So I want you all to be careful. And I want to thank you all who has subscribed. I don't know, maybe LG will get PO'd at me for doing this video and give you all the reference number. You can send them an email or you can call them at the 800 number. Say, why can't you give Mr. Cartwright his money back with the sales tax on it? Because my son has a receipt that shows the full price. And I want to thank you all for everything you've done for me. God will reward you. Let's get off of my camera since it's time for me to get off of here. And boy, this McPhee, it sucks. It's spam in my book. I don't even have McPhee on my computer. And so I want to say bye to everybody. Peace. Aloha. Love you. God loves you, people. And I want to thank you all for being here tonight. The people who watch it later. And watch the video that showed where I got the rotary tiller today. But I will do a video when my yard gets dry. But right now I can't. It's so wet. If I use a rotary tiller, it'd be mud. And I can't do that. I gotta wait for it to dry. Maybe about a week, maybe. If it don't rain anymore. And people, if you know anything about the Ohio Valley, I'm not saying live in Ohio the Ohio Valley is where I'm at. You just move to the Ohio Valley area if you want to change the weather. It could be raining in one spot, you go a couple of miles, no rain, or same thing with snow. You never know what it's going to do in the Ohio Valley. So I want to thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, RM. Thank you, Justin, Yoakum, and all the other people. And I got to take my medicine, go in there and lay down because my back is hurting. Somebody got to put it together. My son can't. He's worse off than I am with his arthritis 10 times worse than mine. I love to have some of his medicine. It'll knock me out for hours. So, people, I love you. God loves you. God has not given up on you. You might give up on God, but people, the planet, we got billions of people. Jesus and God is only two people for them over 100 billion people on earth. So it might take a little while for them to answer your prayers, but don't give up on God. I love you. Thank you. And thank you, people who might be contacting LG. I put the reference number in there. And I want to thank you all. I love you all as a YouTube family. No matter what you are, I like to have a girlfriend, but I'm looking for a girlfriend that lives in Scott County, Indiana. Because they're so nice. Okay, I love you. Goodbye. Catch y'all, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, but right now, I'm going to say no. Right now, I am. I don't know, but I usually take Mondays and Fridays off because people who has families work Monday through Friday. Kids go to school Monday through Friday. I want you all to spend time with your family. I don't care, you watch my videos. I know it helps you pass the time away. But I want you to spend time with your family, your grandkids, your great grandkids, or nieces or nephews, or whatever. Take your wife out for a good dinner. Buy her some flowers. But people, don't forget about Sunday. Sunday is Mother's Day. It's my daughter's birthday, Gina, Riley. It's 709's birthday on Mother's Day. And so I want to thank you all. Goodbye. I love you. Love you, ladies.